guys, my name is Chantel. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for hanging out with me today. So today we're going to talk about Ace of Diamond Act 2 episode 10. That's always a mouthful to say. So I guess let's go ahead and start off with the 4-minute recap. I believe it was 4 minutes about that time, and it also included like the opening. I honestly don't know how I feel about that. Like, I should be used to this because Ace of Diamond, you know, with me rewatching it, I've noticed it a lot that they tend to do this quite a bit. But with this season, I feel like they have enough stuff to cover that they shouldn't need to recap. I don't know, that's just like the way that I feel. But then again, I haven't read the manga in a while, so I don't know how far along it is and how much content there really is. I guess I don't really mind too much, but then there's times where I'm like, you know? So I'm kind of like in the middle about it, I guess. On top of that, we also did get like little flashbacks here and there from like season 1, which it was a nice little flashback to see, but it was a pretty long flashback. I don't know. But point being, I think those were like my only two things that I was just like, I don't know about this, you know? So now that I've gotten like the negatives out of the way, let's go ahead and just talk about everything else and let's just discuss this episode. So this episode once again is another like really chill episode, at least in my opinion. And I feel like the next few episodes are going to be like this. There's not going to be too much going on, which I honestly don't mind because I really like getting to know these first years and see like what they're all about and getting to know like their backstories and stuff like that, which I'm pretty sure this is like what these next few episodes are going to be about, because these are characters that we don't know too much about and they need to introduce us to them like slowly. We got a couple interesting first years for sure. So speaking of the first year, since we're already on the topic of them, we finally get to see one of their debuts, and that was Yuki Masashi. Like towards the end of this episode, he was finally at bat, and holy crap, he definitely left an impression on everyone. It's so crazy, and seeing him batting for the first time definitely reminded me so much of his older brother, and I'm really excited because I want to see just how much he's gonna grow and if he's going to like surpass his brother like how he was, because we all know that his older brother, the second and third years already are like, well, he was like the best batter, like, you know, so on and so forth. He was like the best of the best when he was with Seido, but now that we got his younger brother, it's kind of like, ooh, like, what's gonna happen with him, you know? Like, is he gonna like be better than his brother or what? Like, it's, I don't know, like it gets me excited because you can definitely see like, yeah, that's his little brother for sure. So I don't know, it's just gonna be really interesting, and I'm pretty sure his older brother is super duper proud of him and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, and I'm really excited to see like more in the next episode. I'm also hoping that we get to see Yui do his thing, because I'm really interested just to see like how good he is as well. So yeah, I'm really interested in seeing Yui's performance in the next episode, if he is going to bat and stuff like that. So yeah, good stuff coming forward. So I guess let's talk about Koshu Okumura. So Samura definitely does not like this boy yet. I say yet because like his opinion can change, and Samura is just like a sunshine boy, and he's very friendly and he gets along with pretty much everyone. So overall, I'm really excited to see that relationship develop as time goes on, because like right now they're off to a rough start. And Okumura is a pitcher, as I said before in my last video, so they have to get along, because once Miyuki is gone, it's gonna be between either Okumura or Yui. So pretty interesting to see like how this is gonna go down. Anywho, Asada, like, he tries to eat really quick just to get out of there and have Samura get out of there, but Samura is just like pissed. And I love that when he's pissed, like in that moment, he just goes straight to Kanemaru to go complain, which I thought was so hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh, of course he would drag Kanemaru. And I love Kanemaru's response where he was like, it's all your fault. He's like, I haven't said anything. And interesting enough, when Samura goes to complain, Okumura's friend is in that room and he's just like, huh? Like, what just happened? Like, I left my friend alone and all of this is happening. And I love that once Samura goes to Kanemaru, he starts complaining to Miyuki, and it's so hilarious. And Miyuki's like, well, you're one to talk because you caused a lot of trouble in your first year. And that's where we actually get these flashbacks, and that's why I said that the flashbacks were kind of long, because we see a flashback of when Samura first went to Seido, and what was the name of the guy, but I can't remember the name of the guy, but Azuma. There we go. It was when he pitched against Azuma, and then they also did like another flashback of when he was talking bad about Chris because someone knew nothing about Chris and anything, and Miyuki just like got pissed. And I love that Samura, when he instantly thought of that, he like backed away from Miyuki. He was just like, oh shit, like this room has like not so good memories. Oh man, and I love that Samura was just like, oh my god, I am so embarrassing. What was I thinking? I can't believe I was like that in my first year. And I'm just like looking at the screen, I'm like, yeah, you were pretty embarrassing. But I mean, that's why we all love Samura, because he's an idiot. He's our idiot son and a ball of sunshine, and he has so much energy, and god damn it, Samura. Anywho, I just thought that was really, really funny, especially when Samura's like, I wish I can go back and like stop myself from making all these embarrassing things. I was just like, yeah, all of us wish we could do that, Samura, so now you gotta live with it like the rest of us. Regardless of Miyuki poking fun at Samura and Samura being embarrassed of his first year self, he does say that he will take care of Okumura, and he tells Samura, hey, you know, don't focus on the first years. Like, it's fine and dandy and all, but you need to focus on yourself and, you know, focus on the match that we got coming up, because those things are important before you trying to take care of these first years. Which is going to be really interesting to see how Miyuki interacts with Okumura, because Okumura has like, I don't know what it is with him and Miyuki. He just does not like Miyuki for whatever reason, and I hope that we get to see that as the episodes go on, because I honestly don't know. He just is like, he has something towards Miyuki, and he just, which is the reason why he acts so like tough in front of him and tries to like one-up him for whatever reason. So it's gonna be really interesting to see their conversation and how Miyuki's gonna approach Okumura and say, hey, someone has like a little bit of complaints about this, like what happened. So yeah, overall it's gonna be a really interesting conversation, and I'm just more so excited to see like what Okumura is going to say in his reaction, because Okumura is, he's still a big old mystery to me, and I'm really excited to get to know him more. He's definitely piqued my interest, as I said before in my previous videos. But other than that, we also get to see like what happened between the match between Teto and Ugomori. We didn't get to see like the whole thing. It was just like little bits and pieces here. Like it would go to their match for like a few seconds and then go back to Seido, and then like alternate here and there. Like not a lot, but like very, very little. Like maybe twice in this episode, at least I want to say. I can't really remember, but it was really interesting. And I was like, wait, that's it? We're not gonna go back to the match? Because I thought we were gonna focus like a whole episode on that match, and I guess we didn't, which is fine. But as I was watching this episode, I was like, okay, are we not gonna get back to it? Because I wanted to know like how that match ended, and thank God that Nabe basically kind of recapped it for us and was like, this was the score. So Ugomori lost, and I was just like, ooh, I was kind of hoping that they would win, because again, I really, really love Umemiya. He's one of my favorites. So I was like, oh, does that mean we won't see Umemiya anymore? And I think that's pretty much everything I really wanted to cover for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me ramble on as always. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!